Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and we're here with another Pauper League. We are recording live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/snapboltgames. Come follow me on Twitch, come hang out. YouTube.com/snapbolt, for those that don't know, is the name of the channel. Go follow me on YouTube, it's the best way to support me. So follow me on either platform, come hang out live, watch the videos on YouTube. Thanks so much. We got Popper Tim in the chat. Classic, what's up? And again, this is going to be a lot of fun. I've been playing this deck. I've played this deck through 3 leagues. I've only recorded one of them. But overall with the deck, I have an insane record of 13-2, 2-4-1s, and a 5-0. The deck seems really strong. While it does have some weaknesses, I think it's gonna perform pretty well. Um, so let's go over the deck tech. I wasn't too happy with the last deck tech. It was just a little bit disjointed. So let's just kind of redo it here. Let's do a whole new deck tech in this league, and then we'll get into the games. So what is this deck? We are a Kiln Fiend deck. So we play Kiln Fiend, which is a 2-mana 1/2. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets +3/+0. Then you play Nivix Cyclops, which has the same ability, 3-mana 1/4 defender, but then it can attack if you play a spell. And then Festival Crasher, 2-mana 1/3, similar ability but +2/+0. So essentially you have 12 Kiln Fiends, and then you just play all spells. You play 12 cantrips, a bunch of ways to pump it, protect it with Blessing, Spell Pierce, Dispel, and then kill with Temur Battle Rage. And then a couple of Manamorphoses just for some extra free spells and these mutagenic growths. So again, the list is like, it can be tuned. There's a lot of other options. But it seems like pretty tight. Again, this is kind of what I was doing in the last deck tech. Like I think you want all 12 of these threats. I think you want all 12 cantrips. Let's kind of like pile the deck here so you'll be able to see a little bit more what's going on. I think you want all 12 of these cantrips. I think you want all 12 of these threats. And I think 4 Temur Battle Rage is pretty clear, like that you want 4. So I think those slots are all locked in. I have 6 protection spells, 2 dispel, 1 spell pierce, 3 blessing. The number of these could change, and which ones we play could change. And I have really liked mutagenic and Manamorphose. It is tempting to play some lava darts in the main deck or some lightning bolts in the main deck. But again, I'm not sure what to cut. Mutagenic goes so well with Temur Battle Rage. Manamorphose could be cut, but again, free spell, kind of fixing your colors when you need to cast multiple spells is good. And just playing multiple Manamorphose into TBR is pretty nice as well. And then I don't think you want fewer protection spells. If anything, I want more. So the list is pretty tight. Again, it's not necessarily tuned yet because we've only played 3 leagues, but it seems strong. It seems strong. Um, and mana base is something that could definitely change. This is kind of just how I built it the first time. Admittedly, now we have Fjord instead of Swiftwater Cliffs, and that's because we have Lava Dart now in the sideboard. But could play another like, dual land, maybe cut an island, play like one more tap land. I'm not sure. Could play 1 Ash Barrens. I kind of like that. I was talking with somebody in the YouTube comments about that. So again, not really sure, not really sure, but seems strong. Flaring Pain, actually a really strong card. Um, Pyroblast, Hydroblast, typical. 2 Friendship, 2 Cannonade, one extra Dispel in the sideboard. So that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's just get right into the league. Let's go. Let's try to 4-1 or better again. Let's try to 5-0 this. All right. I am back to the deck tech. We're not getting right into the league because I forgot there was one other thing I wanted to change. In Forbidden Friendship, this is a card. It's meant for edicts and it's performed well. But somebody was talking about Augur of Bolas, and that seems pretty good to me. Let's try some augurs in the sideboard. I don't think I want them in the main deck because I just want the main deck to be like a really straightforward, focused game plan. But augur seems pretty good, at least in the sideboard. And it might be good enough to make the main deck at least like 1 or 2 copies. But let's make that change and let's go with this. Let's go round 1. All right, round 1 against Sacrificed. We've played this opponent many times. This hand is a Snap Keep. We only have 1 creature, but we do have a protection spell. We have a Manamorphose, and we have good mana. So this hand looks fantastic. Don't know what Sacrificed is on. I think they, I guess I thought they were maybe going to be mono green, but I guess not. Looks like Boros, Bully or Boros Monarch here. Could have brainstormed on 1. Might be Bully. Yep. Okay. We can't really play Festival Crasher till 3, so gonna lead on Brainstorm on our turn, and then just probably play Fjord. Ooh, tap land? There's Evolving Islands. Okay, so let's shuffle away Fjord Island, and then, yeah, then we play the Evolving Wilds. Then next turn we just play Crasher with Protection up, go for the win on turn 4 with Crasher because we have double Manamorphose TBR. This is looking good. If they have like double Bolt, they can stop us, but otherwise they likely cannot stop us. Brainstorm Shuffle, pretty good. Yeah, this hand making you feel something for sure. It's like that meme. It's like I just want to feel something. Play this deck then. All right. Again, their hand doesn't really do anything. They're gonna need multiple pieces of interaction on their next turn. If they only have one piece of interaction, which this deck doesn't have that much, like a couple journeys, and then bolts, and that's about it. Let's go Crasher, go. What did you cut Augur for when siding? Brainstorms? I mean, it's all just contextual. I haven't really decided yet. I just threw them into the sideboard, so honestly not sure yet. If they go Journey to Nowhere, I'm gonna do the Apostles. Oh, Oblivion Ring. All right. Well, this is even better. So let's just go Apostles Blessing pro white. Then they have to journey one of their own creatures. It's the only protection spell I can play right now. So if they have Bolt, they get us. But nice. I mean, I guess they can still have Bolt. Oh, they journey their treasure token. That's cute. That's a nice play. Okay, so they're going to be at 23, and I only have a Festival Crasher, which kind of sucks. But I do have... Oh, I didn't block? I just clicked through it. Wow, I got punished. I got super punished there. Wow. That feels pretty bad. Nothing I can do now, though, so let's just take our turn. Manamorphose, Manamorphose. Man, that felt really bad. I could have just eaten the Seeker of the Way. Had pro white. Blue, red. Manamorphose again. It's just had blue, red again. Blue, red. There's Blessing. Okay. That should do it. I don't really care about Thraben, I don't think. I think I still ponder. I could hit a land and then play another spell. Okay. Another Manamorphose. I guess I don't have protection up here from Lightning Bolt, but I think at this point I'm just going in. I'm not going to shuffle here because if I go Morphos into TBR, that's lethal, right? Because 7 go up to 9, go up to 11. Maybe that's not even enough. I mean, it's still 22 damage. Put them to 1. I have another Festival Crasher in hand. I could get greedy and then Manamorphose into Preordain, bottom, or bottom and try to look for a land and then TBR. Because then that would be lethal. If I find an untapped land off Preordain. And if I miss, kind of sucks. Because then I don't get the TBR this turn. I felt like if they had Bolt, they would have played it last turn. Not eating the Seeker there just like might cost me absolutely massive. Morphos, Preordain, bottom. I get another look at a land, and then I can bottom that, and then another look at a card. Putting them to 2 like isn't that great compared to trying to kill them. I'm gonna go for it. Go Morphos, blue red. and leave the red floating, then preordain. Looking for untap land for the win. Nice. If they have bolt, they have bolt. But I don't think they do. Now this is 26 damage, and they can only block 2. That was pretty good showing from Festival Crasher. Not as good as Kiln Fiend, but still getting the job done. Whew, made me sweat it. So that was our turn 4, right? Yeah, because I just played a land. Turn 3, Festival Crasher with protection, and then had to protect against the O-Ring, and then won. Wow. That was sweet. Alright, I think Dart is good. Maybe Cannonade is good too. I don't know if killing their creatures is worth. I think it probably is. Let's see. Oh, that player was playing with Izzet Blitz. That's cool. I didn't know that. I haven't seen anybody playing with this list yet, but I have seen people telling me they're picking it up. All right. I think I want all these cards because Cannonade can really slow them down. I don't think I want Augur in this matchup. I can just side out like Manamorphose. I know it was good there, but it can be a little rough sometimes to go for Manamorphose, then you don't get to leave up protection because you have to tap 2 mana for Manamorphose. Blessing also seems like so-so. I don't think I really want Hydroblast even. I think Spell Pierce is good. I feel like Mutagenic stopping Bolt has to be worth it. Saves all my creatures from Lightning Bolt. I think 2 Dispel is fine. I think you need the Flaring Pains. In Dart, just killing like multiple birds and getting the creatures through seems strong. Not sure. I like siding out Morphos. Let's try it. Festival Crasher is still the worst Kiln Fiend, but I mean, we had the triple Manamorphose turn 4 kill with the Festival Crasher, which was pretty awesome there. I'm telling you, this deck is powerful. Like, the opponent had interaction for our play. Like, they had a removal spell that basically deals with anything. And then we had turn 3 creature plus protection, turn 4 win. 0 lands here, though. Alright, let's keep this. Can probably just put back 1 cantrip and keep the 3 lands. Then I can just bottom lands with these cantrips. It's actually interesting because I could also go like fetch land right now for mountain in case I top deck a 2-drop that I want to play, but I think actually playing Ponder right now and then I get to draw the best 2 out of these 3 seems great. Yeah. This seems really good. I don't know what I'm going to want. I don't know if I need Lava Dart and Cannonade. I think I'd rather have Cannonade, so I think I want to draw Cannonade and Spell Pierce. Both seem like really solid draws. So I'm going to do that. And then, depending on what happens, I could always choose to not shuffle and like play a cantrip or something. Yeah, Peak and Sapphire Charm were popular ones before, but I think the other cantrips are just better than Peak. All right, so now let's go Terramorphic Expanse, pass the turn, just leave up Spell Pierce here, I think. I guess I can, now I can't do anything. I was gonna say I could fetch, preordain, playing a little loose here. Squadron Hawk, okay. They played an Ash Barrens, so they likely don't have another untapped land. I could just Cannonade away these 2 creatures, or I can just pass the turn 1 more time. Boros Garrison bouncing Ash Barrens. I don't want them to have mana up to save Seeker. That's kind of why I want to just Cannonade like on my turn. It's tempting. I mean, they also might just play like 2 more Hawks. Another Cyclops. Cyclops also lives through a lot of stuff. I have some options. I can leave up Cannonade and then start playing Cyclops. I mean, if I play Cyclops, they might just go like Journey to Nowhere. I don't get to Spell Pierce it. It's kind of annoying. I can, again, Cannonade right now. They discarded a Battle Screech. This deck is difficult to play. Like, they have an Ash Barrens in hand. What are the chances that they aren't going to commit, like, more things to the board? Are they going to really play around Cannonade? Maybe. That would be annoying if they do. Just going to play this. I'm really not sure there. If we draw an untapped land, I can play Cyclops plus leave up Spell Pierce. We're playing tap land, okay. They might be leaving up Strands. Okay. I definitely don't want to Cannonade this second. I'm just going to go crack Evolving Wilds, get another island, play Preordain, and then probably attack. I suppose I could play second Cyclops. I think that's actually the play. They're probably just leaving up Prismatic Strands here. Just get 2 creatures down. Let's go. I know I don't have any protection spells up, but they didn't kill my Cyclops originally, and maybe they have, you know, Pyroblast here, but maybe they don't. They cycle Ash Barrens, looking good. I can counter our Strands here, so they get Mountain. They chose not to play Hawk. They almost 100% have Prismatic Strands, so that's good to know. I do have some counters for it. They don't even play the Mountain. Okay, there's 1 Hawk. So we know these 3 cards and 3 other cards, and I'm almost sure one of them is Strands. They were scared about dying to 1 Cyclops, but now we have 2. Okay. Another one. Man, that's tempting. Again, they just have Strands up right now. I think I'm just going to play a 3rd one and then pass with counter up and then go for the win. Again, this deck is not always about just being fast. Waiting and then comboing can be really strong. Yeah, they're just leaving up Strands. It's so obvious. This is like the most obvious Strands I've ever seen. But I might be able to Dispel and Spell Pierce. Okay, Battle Screech. I do have Cannonade here. So I need to draw an untapped land to be able to go Cannonade plus double counter backup with the Strands and flashback Strands. I'm just going to lead on Preordain if I don't draw land. Ooh, they're attacking. Sure, I'll take 3. This is looking good, though. Triple Nivik Cyclops in play, and there's land. Okay, so now I can just go Cannonade, counter Strands with Dispel, then they flash it back, and then I Spell Pierce it. Then I Wrath their board except for Seeker and kill them. So they need like they need Strands plus something else. They're probably just planning to go Strands, flashback Strands. Cannonade with triple Cyclops in play is pretty brutal. Oh, they're lightning bolting. Targeting me? What? Why aren't they targeting a Cyclops? That makes no sense. Lightning bolt target me? It resolves. What? Sacrifice I know is a good player. I've played them many times. This might have been a misclick. They are going to strand, so maybe they're thinking bolt here and then strands and then go for the win. But we have double counter for the strands and flashback strands. So that's why they bolted me, because they think they're going to go strand survive, but they're not going to do that. Because I have another counter. So we set it up. Spell Pierce the Strands, and then Dispel the Strands. This is also why Flaring Pain is so good, because you don't have to counter twice. You only just need to Flaring Pain once, and then damage can't be prevented. This is also why these counters can be better than Apostle's Blessing. Alright. And then they just die. 21. Oh no, they don't die. But they lose their board except for Seeker. Oh, they do die. It's 30 damage. Thought it was 21 damage. Nice. Good showing from the deck. Let's go round 2. This deck plays fast too. Alright, round 2, we're against Shoja Rosetta. We're on the play. GLHF. This has got to be a mulligan, mountain. You get these hands with this deck. Got to be prepared. And this one's a keep. I think I'm putting back Dispel with this hand. Opa. Yeah, this deck is like certainly competitive. It's playing out much better than I thought it would. All right, I'm going to lead Ponder again. I can take 2 out of the 3 with this Evolving Wilds again. I mean, all these are really strong. I kind of want all of them. In the dark, like I do kind of need all of them. I'll just put Apostle's Blessing last. I might Preordain before fetching in order to draw the Apostle's Blessing, because all these are really good. So just draw like this. Pass. And again, we can choose if we want to shuffle away Blessing depending on what we're up against. It might be blue-black Fae, so here's the test. This matchup might be tough. So I am going to go Preordain, draw the Blessing, then fetch for Mountain. Draw the Blessing. Doesn't matter, I can go top, I guess. Because I am going to fetch here. Top. Fetch right now. Mountain. Pass. Okay. Depends what they do. Also interested if I'm going to see Swamp or not, or if I'm going to see Mountain. Playing Cyclops plays around spells that are, they have Ninja. Okay. This is interesting. So I can play Cyclops, shields down. If they are blue-black Fae, it's a bad play. I think the play is Cyclops, leave up Blessing. Or not Cyclops, I misspoke. Kill and Fiend, leave up Blessing. Obviously we can't Cyclops, leave up Blessing. This deck does play very similarly to Infect, where a lot of times you want to play your threat once you have protection up. Because now if we draw an untapped land, then we can play Cyclops with protection up and then win on the next turn. So you often don't want to play your threats just like blank. They don't attack with Ninja. Okay, nice. So again, I'm just going to go Cyclops. They can't spell stutter it. They could counterspell it, but there's nothing I can do about that. Nice. And then next turn I can like Ponder, maybe Blessing, maybe TBR. And this is just looking good at this point. Like we have Blessing up. They can spell stutter this, but they're going to be kind of tight on mana to find a black or red source, play a removal spell, and have spell stutter up. Could be mono blue Fae. Another Ponder, great draw. The cantrips are just so strong. Obviously Bolt would be strong here too. Okay, they do have spell stutter. So that resolves. Let's just yield to these. Let's Ponder again. See if they have another spell stutter. Ponder again. With only blue mana up, it's not that scary. I guess they could have Snap, but we also have Blessing. Whew. This is interesting. With them only having 2 mana up and only having... Man. See, if I tap out for Morphos, it's kind of bad. I could just draw Blessing, attack with both. They probably just go like chump. Then I can just try to TBR. I can just draw the Morphos and try to go Morphos into TBR. I think that's the line. So let's just attack with both, see how they block, and then probably go Morphos into TBR. I'm not sure. Might just want to leave up protection as well because we're so far ahead. We could just try to win next turn. So this is how they block. If I go Morphos and they go snap one of my creatures, I can beat that. If they have double snap, I can't, but I think they would have snapped at a different time. Let's just go for this. They do have interaction. Another spell stutter sprite. Okay, get kind of wrecked now. But I still hit for 10, and then I have double blessing TBR, and they still need to answer this with 3 cards in hand. So still looking decent. Might have misplayed that turn. Could have just drawn the other blessing and then attacked and then played blessing when they tried to block there. Wasn't sure how they were going to block either though. Preordain, one top, one bottom. This is probably the card they kept. They're probably looking for more counters, but I have double blessing into TBR. So I can just go pro blue, battle rage. So I don't want to see a snap right now. That's worst case scenario. Doubt they have it though. They're at 10, so we can definitely kill. Okay. They hit for 3. The problem is if this is mono blue fae or not, they're gonna have Hydroblast, which makes it kind of rough. All right, pro blue, and then TBR. They have to go for something here. Then I have another one, pro blue, TBR, and then attack. Nice. Oh, they spell stutter the TBR. Okay, well they're still dead actually because I have another blessing for Xaxes. Pro Carlos. Attack for 10. Nice. Whew. Opponent made it tough on us with triple spell stutter, but we were able to get there. I think I didn't play that game perfectly, so we have a lot of sideboard here though. Yeah, this looks great. I still don't know. They still might not be mono blue. Oh, hey, what's up, Bob the Cat? I see your name all over the place. Spell stutter sprites. Yeah. Festival status crashed. That was a sweet game. All right, let's see. What do we not want? Spell Pierce seems a little weak. I don't know if we need triple dispel actually because I mean they're gonna have a Hydroblast as well. I also don't know if we need mutagenic because it's looking like mono blue fae. I mean maybe they're gonna be blue red fae and they just didn't have a red source or a black source, but I feel like that's less likely, especially with the number of cantrips they played. Like we only saw Preordain, Spell Stutter Sprite, Fairy Seer, Ninja. Everybody on my streams just with the non-stop puns. I guess that's just the Magic community in general, huh? I can cut a couple Ponders because they are kind of weak against Spell Stutter. I mean, we have a lot of hate for Spell Stutter here. I don't want to cut too many cantrips. Blessing, could also cut one Blessing. They don't have that much removal, and we have Dispel and Pyroblast. Blessing does give unblockable, but we have TBR. You're saying because of me, your local store was infested by Killing Fiend. Honestly, I gotta say, I love to hear that because there's nothing I love more than when players who either watch on Twitch here or on YouTube pick up my decks. That's like one of my favorite things now, since I've been making content. So gotta say, I love to hear that, Bob the Cat. All right, this looks good. Double Lava Dart, double Cannonade as interaction, triple Pyroblast, double Dispel. I think this is good. We still have all four Manamorphos. I like it. Mutagenic's decent at just like blocking a ninja and mutagenicking, I guess, but I don't think we need it. Oh man, I think this hand's a mulligan. Like I have a Pyroblast and that's the only thing I can cast. It's just too risky if I don't draw like another actual island. Like if I draw Mountain and then I go Manamorphose Ponder, maybe, but it's so risky. Like I have a lot of stuff to do. It's close. Like if we had a second land over like basically any card, this hand would probably be a snap keep. Like if it was over either Ponder or Pyroblast even, maybe if we didn't have Cyclops, it would be a mulligan, but maybe with Pyroblast, it's just worth it because I can buy time. I have 18 lands in the deck. So I have 17 lands left out of 53. And then if I don't draw a land left, I have 17 lands out of 52. So I have like 33% chance per draw. Travis with the 5-0 playing Tron. Love to hear that. Oh, you beat Parallax? Nice. Just gonna mull it. It's so close. This hand might be good. We have like a 33% chance each draw step to draw a land. All right. Never mulligan. It's a good motto. Land. Okay, I didn't want mountain, but I'll take land. I'll take land. They augur, I'm gonna counter it. Another land. Blue card. Okay, let's just pass. Not gonna just fire off Morphos or anything. Just gonna let this resolve. I know they can brainstorm shuffle, but rather just leave up stuff. Next turn might go like Morphos into Ponder or something. Not sure yet. We'll see what we draw. And we'll see if they do anything. Preordain, that resolves. I kind of want them to play an augur so I can just counter that and then they're tapped out. Then I can like Manamorphose into cantrip. This hand is sketchy, like I said. Okay, they're passing with probably spells that are up. Just go Morphos. If they counter it, they counter it. Okay. I think I need to add blue-red, even though it's really awkward, because if they have Spell Stutter Sprite, I want to be able to counter that rather than playing two cantrips. So I have to add blue-red. It's just the safest thing. All right, let's Ponder. They're going to Spell Stutter. I'm going to Pyroblast, and then I need to hit a land off this Ponder. It's safer than Brainstorming, though. And it is blue-red Fae. Okay, multiple lands and a Pyroblast. Jeez. All right, so now I'm just going to go... I guess I might want to draw the Evolving Wilds last so I could have double Pyro up next turn. So let's just go Wilds, Pyroblast, Fjord, no shuffle, play Fjord, pass the turn. Now we're kind of set. Because now next turn, wow, they just didn't Spell Stutter the Ponder. So they're going to try to Ninja here. And it, of course, it is blue-red Fae, but I'd rather it be blue-red Fae than blue-black. So I'm assuming we're getting ninja'd. Why would they? They didn't? Maybe they just have second Spell Stutter that they want to leave up. That kind of makes sense. So let's go Brainstorm. Can protect it with double Pyro. All right, now we just put back maybe Dispel Ponder, and then we shuffle, because we still want to just draw more lands. So we can Cyclops with like multiple protection up. I could also just put back cantrip. Dispel seems like it should be good, right? Just want all the protection. Put back Brainstorm, Ponder, Evolving Wilds, Crack It, get Island, and then just pass. Now we're in a good spot. They probably just have more spell stutters, is my guess. Fjord. Okay. Now we can bring in some number of Hydroblast too if we want. Okay, Kiln Fiend. Let's just lead on Preordain, try to find more lands. They spell stutter that. Alright, let's go Pyroblast this. I want to like pick a fight here. And I don't want them to just get a bunch of spell stutters for free. Counterspell. Alright, let's go Dispel the Counterspell. And then still have Pyroblast up. Whew. I mean, they only have 3 cards left. I think these are both good. Just going to play a bunch of creatures now. Top. I could even just Pyroblast this right now. Then they have 3 cards in hand versus my 5. It's a weird line, but it feels pretty safe to me. Then I can just play double creature next turn. I'm going to do it. Then I can't get ninja'd or anything. Worst case scenario, they just like play a Shrek. And even that I can beat for sure. Ninja. Okay. So now let's just play double Festival Crasher. Could also just play 1 and then leave up protection. It's actually probably best. Because they're probably just going to play a removal spell here. They could easily have 2 removal spells as their last card. I don't want to get hit by Ninja. That's probably how I lose. So, just play 1. Just play our creatures out slowly, protect them. Blue Blast. Alright, so I go for Dispel. And then I can also Blessing. So they need triple interaction here as all 3 of their cards. Blessing, pro blue. This cannot be spell stuttered, so their last card have to be Counterspell or Dispel. Looks like it's resolving. Nice. Okay, there's a Morphos. So now I'm just going to play 2 creatures and then pass the turn. Nice. This deck is awesome. They just concede. Wow, we just really got the best of Blue-Red Fae there, huh? Just played it really slow, played it patiently. Opponent may have not taken the best lines, like they didn't spell stutter the Ponder and then they just end of turn spell stuttered. Maybe they were hoping we'd go for more stuff. That wasn't the easiest, but 4-0 in the league. Advanced to 15-2 overall with the deck. Let's go. Let's go round 3. All right, round 3 against there, James B. Would you like to play first? Yes. Let's keep this hand. Just going to lead on Evolving Wilds Pass, get an island. What's up, bruh? Opponent keeps 7. Let's not show them that we're a blue deck yet. That was interesting keep. Wow. Forest, Lotus Petal. Is this infect? It is infect. Alright, well, it's going to be a straight up race. I can play a Kiln Fiend, but I can't even block. I don't have removal or anything, so let's go. This is going to be close. They had a turn 1 infect creature. Can they kill? Not blocking. That would be a chump block. They attack for 1, play another infect creature. Blight Mamba. Sure. Okay, that's a good draw. Let's go Preordain. Lava Dart's going to be insane in this matchup. Mutagenic. Mutagenic's also nice. Don't think I need another ponder. Let's go bottom, top. I do need to kill quickly. Bottom, top. Then I think I'm just playing another preordain here. I can't kill this turn, unfortunately, so I might just be dead. But I'm gonna attack, I think. Let's bottom these. Dispel. That would have been a nice one to have earlier. Yeah, Lotus Petal Infect, it looks like. Lotus Petal, I think, is decent in Infect. I mean, they had the turn 1 Infect creature because of Lotus Petal. They can chump here to prevent 7 damage and put a -1/-1 counter on this. If they don't chump, I don't think I'm mutagenic because I have to hit again anyway. So I might as well save mutagenic to pair with a Temur Battle Rage that I might be able to find. But if they don't have like a bunch of pump spells that they can kill with, then we should be in a decent spot here, especially if we can find a TBR off this ponder. Or like ponder into land, into brainstorm or something, I'm not sure. So they are going to just chump with Blight Mamba. That means they might have a kill. Okay, so they're chumping. Now we need also, oh, they're going to mutagenic. Okay, well, I'm going to mutagenic too. Oh, but then, oh, and I can't because of infect. Got wrecked by mutagenic there. Okay. Now, new plan, play Cyclops, hope to not die over 2 turns, and then kill. That was something. Because usually I could have played my own mutagenic to protect, but obviously Infect gives -1/-1 counters. They only have 3 cards left. They play Assist Bearer. The card is just not a very good card, but it might kill us. I think I'm going to go for the no chump line and just try to kill next turn. What a matchup here. Both decks are very similar, just like obviously they go Infect, we go Kill and Fiend. Yeah, they thought for a while about that mutagenic as well. So this is 5 damage, a +3/+3 kills us. I have to think about this now. So if I like block, let's say, either creature and they have a pump spell, they kill my guy, I lose. So I lose to pump spell either way. So I'm just not going to block. Again, if I block and they go pump the one I'm blocking and they kill my Cyclops, I'm going to lose because then I just die next turn. So I just have to take. I don't think leaving up Dispel was an option there. It was just unfortunate we drew a tap land here, but okay, okay. They play a Glisten Relic. They're on the mono creature draw almost. Okay, so we have to find TBR basically. We have a lot of looks. Another Ponder is great. Let's go. We have to find Ponder between these 2 TBRs for the win. It's like both decks are similar game plans except we have cantrips. That's so huge. And there's TBR plus mutagenic. Let's go. Draw that. I guess I want to leave up Dispel so I can just dispel whatever they do. Mutagenic. TBR, leave up Dispel. Then they can't win. They might try to like vines my Cyclops here or something. No, they would have killed me if they had vines. I guess they can't have anything. This should also be much better for us post board with Cannonade plus Lava Dart. That matters a lot. Even though it's only 4 spells, and we have 12 cantrips. Opponent is like, no, they thought they were going to win this game, but I don't think so. Nice. It's just like this deck has such a small combo. It's like you just need one of these creatures in play. You have to untap with it. That's the hardest part. And then once you have it, it's just TBR plus 2 spells. That's so easy to do. And that's 20 damage. That's just like such a good combo. Any two spells. That's why the cantrips are just so strong. I'm not going to bring in Flaring Pain yet. All right. Augur actually might be good as well because it's just a blocker and it can draw a card. I don't know if I need it. It might just be too slow. All it does is block. It's probably not good enough. I think mutagenic is actually pretty bad here, right? Because, again, as we saw in game one, they went mutagenic on the block, and then there was no way for me to mutagenic because all their creatures have infect. So, like, I can't save my creatures with mutagenic. It is a free spell, but I think it's worth it to just side that out. Mono green infect in the 2-0 bracket. Okay, let's. I can cut one Manamorphose. I can cut one Cantrip. I can cut one Cyclops because it's a little bit slow. Yeah, yeah, mutagenic doesn't cost life. I just don't think it's that good in the matchup. I guess it's okay with Temur Battle Rage. It's a free spell, like I was saying. Yeah, I gotta watch out for vines. That's why I think I want like Dispel, Spell Pierce, and the 2 Dispels. Definitely living on all 3 Apostles' Blessing because that's just like 1 mana unblockable or counter vines. I can just do this. I think I want all my threats because they don't always kill that fast. And if I just go turn 3 Cyclops, turn 4 Wind, especially with like a Dart, a Cannonade, or a Counterspell in there before, I think that's a pretty good way to win. So don't want to lose by not drawing a threat. And Lava Dart is just absolutely insane. Okay, there's our Cyclops plus Cantrip hand. I actually could mulligan this. I have a Dispel. Just gonna mulligan this hand. Honestly, this hand looks much better. So I can put back Fjord, and then I can go turn 1 Ponder, and then I can choose the Terramorphic Expanse or not. So I can draw 2 out of the 3 I see on Ponder, or all 3, or just Ponder Shuffle. And then I'm probably having to play Terramorphic on 2. But I think keeping the fetch here is good with the Ponder. So they kept. We're going to keep. I am going to put back Fjord. I think this hand is much better than R7. All right, they have a turn 1 2 drop again. Oh no, they have a 1 drop with protection. Only double Llanowar Augur. I thought this was another Glistener Elf. Hate this art. Oh, let's go. All right, let's ponder. Try to find Lava Dart, I guess. Kiln Fiend. Yeah. It's possible I ignore Cannonade if they tap out for another infect creature on 2. I just get to. Oh no, I can only Cannonade on 3. So I'd rather draw Kiln Fiend Preordain here because I'm going to have to play Fetchland next turn to potentially have Cannonade the turn after. Also, I could just entirely shuffle this, but I think it's good enough to draw. Yeah, there's a. It's hard to notice, but Fjord is because we have 2 Lava Darts, so it's an extra mountain, and we just die on turn 2. Wow. Okay, they got us. They even have hunger. They have double hunger. Wow. That's also good to know. So we have to play around hunger. So they have probably 4 Llanowar Augur, 4 hunger combo. That was a nice turn 2 kill. Look at this hand. And they drew like this is like the nut. They drew turn 1. They had Forest, Petal, Glistener Elf, Augur. Then on turn 2 they had Forest, Hunger, Hunger. Nothing we can do there. They got us. Okay. Let's just run it back. Opponent is OG Mono Blue Delver God, good player. Yeah, I definitely recognize this name for sure. Would you like to play first? Yes. think this hand is just a little bit too clunky in this matchup. Like, I'm playing turn 1 tapped island, turn 2 preordain, hope to find a red source. Which is not good enough. Alright, this is infinitely better. So let's just put back a brainstorm. And go Fjord pass, turn 2 creature, turn 3 start playing spells. Yeah, sure, Dart's bad against Hunger, but if they tap out, I can still just kill their infect creature with Dart, and I can just Dart to play 2 spells. It's definitely good in the matchup. Mono green infect. I'm interested in their build. Their build seems pretty sick. I have tried to brew like this exact build basically. Lotus Petal, Llanowar, and then Hunger, because Hunger is such a strong card. But I have not been able to get it down really. They've also had the Lotus Petal every time. Quarian Ranger? That I'm surprised to see. Let's play a threat. We have Blessing, TBR, cantrips. This is looking good. They play another forest. Or they have Cyst Bear in their deck. That means they must have 4 Glistener Elf, 4 Blight Mamba, 4 Ichor Claw, probably. Why would they play Cyst Bear? They're attacking for damage? They're going to go for the damage win. That is tough to do. And they play an infect creature. They Rancor this, and then they play an infect creature? Alright, so I think I actually want to ponder here. It gives me more looks at a land than Preordain, and I want to find Island. Found Mountain. So if I attack and then go, let them block, and then go Apostle's Blessing, I think this is just a shuffle. I think I can just do better than this on average. Okay, just draw Mountain. I can also just TBR. I guess they could have Vines, but kind of want to save TBR for next turn if I can. Gonna attack. They played a Rancor here. That's what's so crazy. I mean, I guess they can untap and block with Quarian Ranger, which might be their plan. Then they still have Glistener Elf. Then I can just go Blessing. That's probably what they're gonna do, right? And then they can Rancor up the Glistener Elf. I see their line. Okay. So now I could go Blessing pro green right now. I think going Blessing right now is good because then they can't. Then the Rancor is stuck on the Quarian Ranger. I don't think I'm dying to damage. So they need to Vines this creature, but then if they do that, it's going to be hard for them to have enough resources. So pro green, pass. We're drawing random cards. Okay, they're at 15. But again, their Rancor is stuck on their Quarian Ranger, which is good for us. Now we just need to find Island to go Preordain, Teamer, Battle Rage. That would be 6, 7. Oh, that's only 14 damage. Yeah, Festival Crashers, no Killing Fiend. I hate this art though. This art is just not good. The other art's kind of sick. Okay, so they're attacking for 1 infect and 3 damage. And they play a Blight Mamba. They still have a mana up. Festival Crasher. Preordain. It would be nice to have like a way to give our creatures haste, but just not sure if that's worth. I don't think we can top because I want to be able to preordain next turn. I'm probably just going to attack. They're going to block. I'm going to TBR. And then I'll draw a random card next turn, and then I'll have another TBR in my hand. Seems good. And just hope we don't die. I guess they're going to untap with Ranger, block with Ranger. So they are going to get the Rancor, but they still don't know if we're going to die. Okay. So we're hitting for 9 damage here, hitting them down to 6, and we have another TBR next turn. It's looking good. I mean, we might lose, but yeah, I don't like the Delver and Midnight Hunt either. Okay. So they get their Rancor back. So they have 4 infect right now. So they need plus 5 damage, 5 infect damage to kill us. Mutagenic would have been game there. Maybe Mutagenic's worth because in conjunction with TBR, it's a faster kill. But we haven't drawn our Cannonades or our Lava Darts either to slow them down. Okay, they need plus 5, plus 5. There's plus 4. Do they have it? Looks like they do. They do have it. Wow. Jeez. Died to infect here. Okay. I still think I played fine. GG's. Wow. They had the Quarian Ranger plus Groundswell combo too. I'd say their draws were above average. Ours were fine too. We just got bested. They had a turn 2 win in game 2. So pretty nuts there. Damn. Got lost to infect. Was not expecting that, especially after just crushing them in game 1. I felt like most of the time we're going to be like a lot more consistent, but yeah, geez, that was crazy. It's not like I could stay back, and I don't think I could have like played second Festival Crasher there. So I think the way I played it was fine. Maybe unlocking that Rancor, I could have just gone preordain, no attack, Festival Crasher, pass, block like one thing, take some more damage, and then go for the win. Keep the Rancor on the Quarian Ranger. Yeah, then I would have had 2 Festival Crashers. I mean, they literally needed to have it all. They needed 2 more pump spells that they could cast both of them and use that turn. So yeah, it's kind of rough. Looks like somebody's win trading. See everyone in round 4 here. All right, round 4 after getting rolled by Infect. That was a good match though. We're against Bad Wolf 766. Let's play first. Man, these hands are rough. I don't want to really keep and then go tap land into Brainstorm, hope to hit another land, and then turn 3 Crasher. It's just mulligan. All right, this one we have to keep. I guess we could go to 5. If I keep this, I need like so much stuff, but I have so many cantrips that it's probably worth. I can just keep all my cantrips, put back a mutagenic, or I can put back like a brainstorm. I can put back a ponder even, keep the mutagenic. It might be good protection. So let's just do it. Yeah, win trading, for those that don't understand, it happens a fair amount in the Pauper leagues where people have 2 accounts and then they just keep registering at the same time, hope to play against each other, and then they profit a little bit on the leagues that way. So sometimes it keeps happening over and over. I know somebody just did it one time, so maybe somebody just ignored the match, but that is like a sign of win trading basically. All right, let's ponder. Gives us more looks for lands. We missed. Okay, well, Sometimes you ponder and you miss on lands. All right. They went Bloodfell Caves, Mountain. Let's go Preordain. Land. All right. Top. Play tap land. We're drawing Mountain next turn. And then we probably just play Cyclops. Maybe we play Crasher. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what we're up against. You don't lose anything if you keep denying games, no, which sucks. Like after you deny like a game, it should be like warning. If you deny another game, you can't rejoin for 10 minutes or something. That's what they do in League of Legends, and it works perfectly. That's all you need to do is just say if you deny a game, and then like might give you a warning on the first one because maybe you have to like deal with something. But then if you keep doing it, it should give you like a timeout bonus where it's like you cannot try to requeue for 10 minutes. That just prevents win trading. That easy. Fixed. All right, they went Merchant, discard Carnarium, and then play Merchant. It might just be black-green value. We can't protect this Crasher right now anyway. It could be black-red Reanimator, like a weird build of it. Like black-red value Reanimator. I think I want to just play Cyclops, given that they played Merchant. Like, what deck plays Merchant? Sometimes black-red mid-range plays one Merchant. I say a land drop was brutal. When we ponder, shuffled, and then missed lands. I mean, I guess it could be black-red madness. Yeah. Either way, mutagenic doesn't protect against most of their stuff. That was the reason I wanted to play this one first, because this one's worse. But we're looking fine here. It looks like just like black-red mid-range. Sometimes they play like a merchant or two, just because it's like a good value card. You can hit your land drops. You can eventually like, start activating it. It's like a decent body. I don't like it, but people do it. All right, Dispel was a great draw. Now we can Dispel to protect from stuff like Cast Down. So let's just play Crasher with Dispel up. Gonna have to get some more wine here. Looting is fine. Kitchen Imp and Fiery Temper. Everyone was right who said Madness. Straight up black-red Madness. Cash Override and Bruh. You guys were right. Let's use Mutagenic to protect from this because I think Dispel can counter other instants that they might have. Yeah, Madness I don't think is quite there. Okay, so now we have a 5/5 Festival Crasher, so we can block Merchant. We're looking good because we also have double Manamorphose Brainstorm next turn. Yeah, they have a Kitchen Imp, but I don't necessarily care about a 2/2 Flying Haste. Yeah. It's just not quite there on like the payoffs, I think. Like the enablers are good, like Faithless Looting, but I think like the payoffs, like I thought Kitchen Imp might be decent, but I think it's just not quite enough. I mean, we're probably gonna lose this match, but okay, let's untap. I can't really lead Brainstorm here, unfortunately. I have to just lead Morphos to leave up Dispel, so let's just do it. Morphos, add blue-red. Nice, okay. Now I have the option to Brainstorm, but I think I still want to just Morphos first. Add blue-red again. There's a Cyclops. All right, I think I'm just going to go Island, Cyclops, attack for 5, then leave up Dispel, and then just try to kill next turn with 2 creatures. This is kind of the awkward thing about Manamorphose. Obviously, it's still pretty good here because it just gave us 2 free spells, double pump, and that's like worst case when we only have a Festival Crasher in play. They're still chumping. But sometimes you have to like take awkward lines like that. Like we had mana floating from Manamorphose, so we needed to use it to play a Cyclops main one. But we're still looking like we're in a decent spot with 2 creatures in play and Dispel up, so still looking reasonable here. And we even have Brainstorm Shuffle. So if we brainstorm into another cantrip, we can like go brainstorm, put 2 cards back, shuffle, and then be in a pretty decent spot. Ooh. This is tempting to just Dispel. I just deal with the creature altogether. I'm gonna do it. Maybe they have a cast down or something, but it's just too tempting. Like I get such good value at dispelling a merchant. Just trade 1 mana for 1 mana and deal with their thing, and they don't get to madness anything. They have another haggle into Fiery Temper Kill Festival Crasher. That's fine. Guess I could have dispelled the Fiery Temper, but I thought if I dispelled the first merchant and they didn't have a discard outlet, then they're just stuck with like clunky cards. Maybe they tap out for Fiery Temper at that point, but I still like the line. Ooh, it's so tempting to go Kill and Fiend, pass, and then just do nothing this turn. But we could also just kill right here. And if we miss on this brainstorm, we can shuffle, still play Kill and Fiend and go for a win next turn still. Okay. Put back land, then shuffle, then ponder. And I can still play Kill and Fiend. Let's get Island, Ponder. Brainstorm Shuffle is so good. Right, there's Blessing. And Festival Crasher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 4, 5, 6. I guess I'm playing Festival Crasher, then drawing Blessing. Because they can flashback Edict, right? 4, 5, 6, and then play a land that they bounce back with Carnarium. They played Rakdos, Carnarium, bounce Swamp. So they have Swamp, 3 blanks, and they have a Chainer's Edict. So just going to have to draw all 3 of these. Might not be enough, but I think it is worth it to do it. Could have shuffled there, but I think I like just not. All right, they're chumping. Play around Edict by playing our worst creature. Then next turn we get to go Kill and Fiend, go. Then we're drawing a land, and then we can just try to draw cantrips after that. The fact that they have Chainer's Edict is brutal. Looks like they're flashing back Edict most likely here. It's kind of risky for them. Then I'm just here with a Cyclops. Maccabee Waltz? Jeez, opponent going off with Maccabee Waltz. Sorcery. Return 2 creatures from your graveyard, then discard a card. Get back Kitchen Imp. That was insane. That was sick. That was a really sick Maccabee Waltz. They're playing Innerstorm Raider. Oh, come on. That's not good. That's not a good discard outlet. They can play the black discard outlet. I mean, we're looking decent. Like, they can flashback Edict, but then we're drawing a land, sure. But then we just have 2 creatures in play, and then if we just draw a couple cantrips, we can just win. So we can still win this game for sure. All opponent can do is flashback an Edict, and then they're tapped out, so they don't even want to do that. They might have forgotten. Grave Scrabbler. Okay, opponent is starting to go off here. They have like a pretty value-based like madness deck, but Immersturm Raider? That doesn't seem good. They can't even play this on turn 2. Like, there's a black 2 mana 2/1 that says discard a card, it gains flying, and then threshold it gains lifelink or something. Isn't that card better than this? I don't know. I'm just talking. So I'm going to go play my Terramorphic Expanse, fetch a mountain, pass. Again, if they tap out to flashback Edict, we don't necessarily need 3 creatures to win. If we chain some cantrips into a TBR, that'll be good enough. I guess they could play Putrid Imp as well. Yeah, this card just seems like there's much better discard outlets than that. I guess this does say draw card on it. So there's that, I guess. It like cycles. Okay. Just gonna pass. And then I'm gonna fetch this wilds at the end of their turn. Yeah, this actually happens like a fair amount, especially against these like removal decks or decks with edicts. Like we're not gonna necessarily be able to win that quick, and we're gonna have to grind, which is why I think the blue version is so much better, because now we're just like, can we just draw cantrip? That's all we need. It's also pretty tempting to not crack Evolving Wilds, because then if we draw Ponder or Brainstorm, it's so much better to have Wilds, but I think I like thinning, just having more mana. Oh, they do have Cabal Initiate as well. Maybe they just have like one Immersturm Raider or something. This is the best discard outlet, I think, because now it's a 3/3 and it can gain lifelink, which is pretty huge. So it's actually like a decent threat. No second Chainer's Edict, please. They're just casting Merchant. Okay. Yeah, again, fetching to thin is a reasonable plan, but also leaving the fetch land in play. Like, what if we go Ponder, see one good card and 2 bad cards, and then we can draw the bad card, then shuffle it? That's pretty tempting as well. It's honestly pretty close. I will fetch here, but... Okay, there's TBR. So they have 2 cards in hand and they're tapped out. The problem is I can't attack right now because of Cyclops has Defender. So if they just flashback Chainer's Edict, I sack Crasher. I'm in a reasonable spot. Can I win? They're at 21. I don't think so. I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, it's pretty close between fetching to thin and keeping the shuffle. Fetching also does give us more mana. Like if we draw cantrip, cantrip, cantrip into something else, like we have a couple more mana. I'm not sure if it matters, but it is very close there. No, cash override. That's kind of a fallacy because Ideas and Bounds isn't really card advantage unless like we literally top deck Ideas and Bound right now. Otherwise, it's kind of like Faithless Looting. Draw 3, discard 3 is not card advantage. It's just card selection. So if anything, we'd want like some type of like draw 2s in the deck, but I don't think you do. You can build the deck like potentially with like Counterspell, Frantic Inventory, and play like a more like controlling game plan, but I don't think that's very good either. Okay, cantrip. 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 Nice. Let's go. 12 cantrip for the win. Now we're so likely to win, I feel like. Another Apostle's Blessing. So they're at 21. So I can go... They have mana untapped, but I have double Blessing. I can go like... Draw the Blessing. And then go like... Cast Apostle's Blessing on Cyclops Pro Black. Cast TBR. Cast Apostle's Blessing on Cyclops Pro Red and go for the win. Then they would need double bolt to kill it basically. I feel like that's a good line. We go to 4 off these blessings, but I think this is the time to do it, right? So I guess I start with TBR. TBR here. Yeah, give pro red first, but I need to TBR before I give pro red. And I have to give pro black first, probably, before damage to have lethal. So I go pro. Oh yeah, I give pro. I guess I give pro red first. I'm gonna have to play both blessings anyway, so not sure if it matters. Let's give pro red. I guess I can let them block with a black creature and then pro black it, because then I have enough. So let's go pro red. Then attack with everything, and then pro black. I mean, if this doesn't work, we lose. It has to work. I guess I could have gone pro black on the first one and then pro black again in response to a cast down. Oh, is this not lethal now? It'll be 13, 26. Oh, it's still exactly lethal, luckily for me. Looks like it's just going to resolve. I think it's exact seize. Should have just probably done it before blocks. Oh, they could have life. Oh no, they couldn't lifelink because double strike. Whew. That was close. That was really close. We went for it. Worked out. All right, augur's coming in. I mean, dispel seems decent, right? They have the loot effect from their adventure creature. They have fiery, whatever the discard bolt is. Maybe 3 dispel is still too much though. Could just do this. Oh, they didn't. No, but they no, the delirium. Oh, maybe the delirium was offline, but they can discard a card to give it lifelink. But we had double strike, so it didn't matter. I wonder if we just want this dispel for more interaction. Mutagenic can counter their lightning bolt effect. I can just do like this. I think this is good. Side in augur dispel, side out mutagenic morphos. Oh yeah, hydroblast. How did I forget about hydroblast? Jeez. I was gonna make a disclaimer at the beginning of this video that I slept like basically like shit last night, and that I'm super tired and I might play like shit, but I didn't want to make that disclaimer at the beginning, so I'll make it now. So no, any misplay is no fault of my own. I'm joking, obviously. 3 hydros could even be too much, but they do have a lot of red spells. Maybe I guess now we don't want dispel with triple hydro as well. Go down to 11 cantrips. I think we want all of our threats for sure in this matchup because they have edicts. I guess triple hydro is where we want to be. So triple hydro, double dispel, spell pierce, triple blessing. This looks good. Kind of bumming on that mono green infect loss. They just had the quick draws. They had reasonable draws every game. Just don't think signing out a creature is good at all. So we have 18 creatures, 18 lands, the rest spells to hit with augur. It's pretty good. All right, this hand is solid. Only 1 creature, but probably going to turn to the Crasher, and then we have Mutagenic to protect it, which is nice. Immersturm Raider. And then they're going to Kitchen Imp us. That's fine. I just think I don't really care about Kitchen Imp. They do have a lot of removal, but they have to like set up their removal with discard outlets a lot of times. There's also that like 6 mana, and then it's like madness for 1 black, and then it like destroy target non-black creature they could have. Um, but I'm gonna go for this. I mean, if they could have edict, but I think it's better to just jam here. We play around damage-based removal with mutagenic, and then if we get to untap, we're in a decent spot. I think it's best to go for it here. A braid, nice. Opponent has an interesting build of madness though, for sure. They're also up to 22 from their lands, which is relevant, but we have a Festival Crasher, so we're not like about to win. Kiln Fiend. All right, let's look for land. Might not be able to play Kiln Fiend this turn because I want to probably leave up Blessing. I think I just need to look for lands. Let's look for an untapped land here. We got a hit at some point, right? Yeah, we hit. Okay. So I'll draw the wilds next turn. We have a brainstorm we can shuffle with, but let's draw the island, play it, attack. They might just chump here. They probably should not, but just attack for 5, get a little damage in, set up for future turns. We could also just next turn play Kiln Fiend, play tap land, leave up Blessing. I like that. And then we won't draw land because we're going to fetch. The cantrips are so good, I'm telling you. Like, the red cantrips do not do that, what we just did. Like, Ponder, Preordain, Brainstorm are very strong. Okay, this sucks. I mean, they can take Blessing and then kill our creature, but then we have 2 more creatures, so even that's fine for us. It's not great, but they can take Blessing or TBR. I doubt they're going to take Brainstorm. Yeah, they just take TBR because that's like our main win condition. And then just cast Merchant of the Veil, no haggle. Sure. And then are they going to attack with Kitchen Imp? Or are they going to play... They're playing so scared. Don't think you want to play that scared. Definitely go Kiln Fiend, leave up Blessing here. I'm going to fetch right now. I know there's a land on top anyway, so fetching that away is value from the fetch land. And I can always brainstorm later. Yeah, I led Ponders there instead of Brainstorm because I'm just trying, at that point, I was just trying to look for a land. So if I Ponder, and like on the first Ponder, I saw 3 cards, none of them were lands, and then Ponder can shuffle. Where Brainstorm, I can't shuffle those. So by going Ponder, I have the ability to shuffle and then Ponder again. So I get more effective looks at lands in order to hit my land drop. So it's better to like Brainstorm later generally. And I guess we could have drawn into that shuffle effect, but we didn't know what we were drawing into. Wow, they're just going Ravenscrime us. So I wasn't paying attention. They went Faithless Looting, discard Cabal Initiate and Maccabee Waltz, then Ravenscrime us, down to 2 cards in hand. I guess I can Brainstorm right now, but then they're tapped out, so I'm pretty safe to Brainstorm, right? So they flashed back Faithless Looting, discarding these 2, and then cast a Ravenscrime. They have not played a land yet, but they don't have a discard outlet except for this, which can only discard lands. What 1-mana spell could they have that kill my creatures? It's just Brainstorm. So whatever we keep here, we're going to discard. So let's put back Terramorphic Ponder, discard the island. And then we can draw the Ponder. Could Ponder right now, but I think I want to just play Cyclops and pass. If they Ravenscrime, I can discard maybe Blessing even at that point. Just want to play this, leave up Blessing again. Just gonna pass. Now we have 3 creatures in play. It's just like a really good position to be in for us. My guess is that they had the Chainer's Edict in game 1, but they don't have that many edicts in their 75. That's my guess. So their only discard outlet is Merchant of the Veil right now, which is a pretty clunky one. They are discarding the Fiery Temper, so I'll just Blessing to save whatever they Fiery Temper here. What did they discard? Oh, they discarded the Fiery Temper. Duh. Oh my god. All right, let's go Blessing. Throw red. Let's hope they don't go Swamp Ravenscrown, because I definitely want to ponder here. So Blessing, Pro Red, F6. All right, they do go Swamp, but it looks like they're not playing Ravenscrown. That's so interesting. That doesn't seem that great of a play to me either. Let's go Ponder. We can shuffle. Wow, more creatures and Blessing. This is interesting. I mean, drawing a bunch more creatures just might not be bad. It's slow, for sure. I can also just shuffle this. Why don't I just draw Blessing, play Terramorphic Expanse, and then if I want to draw these creatures, I can? I'll draw the Cyclops, just because that has 4 toughness. So I can just attack with everything. They'll probably block here, and then I just Blessing this, hit for a bunch of damage. Seems good to me, and then I can just shuffle, try to draw another spell. Oh, they're blocking like that. Right, let's still just Blessing this, kill your creature. And then we hit for 5. We have 3 creatures versus no board, and they have 2 cards in hand, and we don't have any cards in hand to get Ravenscrimed. We don't know if we're going to want to draw the Nivik Cyclops or not. Most likely not, because spells are just so potent at this point. And most of our deck is spells. So I think we just probably got them. They're going to need like multiple removal spells. Maccabee Waltz, Kitchen Imp, and Cabal of Initiate cast Kitchen Imp. It's a pretty good combo. Just like bring back Kitchen Imp and cast it right away. I didn't ever think about the Waltz combo, but that is pretty cool. Again, I'm just not sure if it's good enough. Carnarium, and they also got the 2/2 and the 2/1 discard outlet into hand. So they have Swamp and Blank in hand, and they're tapped out. I'm gonna fetch, try to draw cantrip. All right. Nice. Been pretty good at doing that when I say I want to draw a cantrip and then drawing cantrips in the late game. Well, this isn't good. We have to shuffle these. I don't think I want more creatures at this point. Okay, well, that was good. Now they just die. They can discard Give Lifelink, but I can just TBR whatever they block there. Pretty sure they're dead. So let's see, if I TBR here, I have 7 power double strike. That's 14. If I TBR here, it's 10 power plus 7. It's just better to TBR the blocked creature, and then they can't gain life as well. Nice. This matchup actually wasn't that great for us, especially if they had more removal, but I think they needed even more removal than they had. Nice. 3-1. Let's see if we can knock out another 4-1. Let's go round 5. All right, 3-1. Let's see if we can 4-1 again and keep this insane record up. C is for Cookie. Let's go. Would you like to play first? Yes. Elves should be a pretty good matchup for us. They can go off pretty hard, but they can't really interact with what we're doing. So we can just make a huge double striker. It's Hubflower. What's up? Doing well. I like how chat remembers my opponent's decks better than I do. Kiln Fiend, go. Priest of Titania, that's scary, but is it enough? That I'm not sure. So my hand is good. I could lead Brainstorm here because I do have the shuffle and I have everything I need, kind of. I think I'll lead Brainstorm in this instance. I'm not sure about this. There's a land. So now I just don't need Evolving Wilds. My hand is just good enough. Because now I can just attack TBR this turn and then TBR again next turn. See if they chump here. I'm gonna TBR no matter what. They have tons of mana, but next turn I can trip TBR again, which I feel like should be enough. I'm hoping they go chump because then they're in a really rough spot. Because this plus this makes so much mana, but if they don't have like the Quirion, they don't get to untap the Priest. I mean, it's possible like with Quirion Ranger, Priest of Titania, untap on turn 3, they draw their entire deck and kill us. That's a possibility, but there's nothing I can do. Like, literally all I can do here is what I'm doing is TBR, hit for a bunch of damage, then try to TBR again next turn. So I put back land, right? I can go cantrip, TBR next turn for even more damage. So our hand is just pretty solid. If we had a mutagenic, we could kill this turn. Be a nice little turn 3 win. Yeah, I put back land and then Evolving Wilds second. Cookie is in the tank. Totally reasonable that they're in the tank here because this game is not going to last that much longer either way. So each decision you make is very important. So you definitely want to take your time and make sure you make what you think is the right decision in a spot like this. So interested to what they do. It's also kind of tough, honestly. When a deck is performing so well, like this deck has been doing, it kind of makes it hard to tune it because usually if a deck performs poorly, you're like, okay, this card isn't working. Like, I have 4 of this card. I don't think I want any of them. I'm going to cut that, replace it with something else. But when the deck is functioning so well, you're like, I don't know what to cut. I don't know what to add. Like, I keep winning. Like, I'm not sure what to change. So that's just kind of interesting. Oh, it looks like maybe my internet went out here. Chat, you there? Let me pause for YouTube. Oh, we're good? Okay, chat is here. Chat is here. I just have this spinning dial, so I thought my internet might have gone out. But it looks like Seeds for Cookies time is going down. Let me check my internet. See if I can load a web page. Should be able to if I'm connected to Twitch. Yeah. Interesting. Looks like C's for Cookies in the tank. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they're like looking up our deck list or something. Especially they. Oh, now it's on us. Okay. Yeah, they could be looking up our deck list there. It's TBR. It's not like they're gonna block though. Okay, hit for 14. F6, and then hope we don't die and then we win. We get to go Ponder, Preordain, TBR next turn. Maybe find a mutagenic in there if they make a big battlefield. Yeah, Vanguard is something that could stop us if they play enough elves here. Lissolana, Timberwatch. I don't think this is going to be enough. Our hand was very good. They have a lot of toughness, but they're at 6 and we can make a lot of power double strike. I think I'll just lead Preordain. I guess they can Quirion Ranger, even untap something. I just don't think this is going to be quite enough. So land, preordain. Looking for mutagenic at this point. Even if they block with like everything, I still think we're good. Because we have 20 power. They have 4. Okay, yeah. They just have to hope we don't have second TBR. I mean, our hand was really good for the matchup. Turn 4 win on the play. Yeah, blessing off the top 2, sure. Blessing is good. We even have Cannonade and Lava Dart here. It feels great. So Dispel. I mean, they could have. They're gonna have a. They're gonna have Hydro Blast, right? Don't know how many. Sometimes they have Negate and Dispel, so I think Spell Pierce is not good either. Just do this. Mutagenic TBR is a good combo, but that's all it does really. I don't think we really need to protect our creatures as far as just like we just need to kill them quickly. Could cut a cantrip, keep all the mutagenics to go with the TBR, because then on turn 2 we play a Kill 'em Fiend, let's say. Turn 3, all we need is 1 mana spell, TBR, mutagenic. I know that's a lot, but it does lead to more early wins. I mean, I think cutting a cantrip's fine. Just being like kill as fast as possible plus these like removal interaction spells seems good. We don't really need to protect our creature, and we have blessing to give unblockable, so I like it. There's no way they have fogs, right? If we see fogs and we die to it, then we'll just bring in Flaring Pain, but there's no way CS for Cookie has fogs, right? This deck is also just like one thing I really, really like about it. I play so many clunky decks. I'm gonna keep this. I play so many clunky decks, but this deck is so proactive. And I'm not used to playing like such proactive decks like this. Okay, I'm gonna lead Fjord. Next turn, probably go Crack Wilds, Preordain, turn 3 Cannonade, and then hopefully that's enough. Okay, Priest, they're passing. Hopefully they just play a bunch of creatures that die to Cannonade here. Let's get Island. Let's Preordain. Yeah, I'm gonna top here. Because I'm almost certainly gonna Cannonade basically no matter what on this next turn. And if they have a way to stop it, then they have it. I just don't want to see like a blue source. Oh, this is so good for us. Play more stuff. Lead the Stampede. I want them to play more things that die to Cannonade. No colored producer, please. No Birchlore Ranger at this point. That's all I don't want to see. No Birchlore. That's all I care about. No Birchlore, I should win. Well-Wisher, Wild Heart Invoker, and that should do it. They have 2 cards left and a Wild Heart Invoker in play. And that's it. Nice. Got Elves with the Cannonade. 4-1. Nice. Again, yeah, this deck is just so proactive that it just feels really strong. GG's. Nice little 4-0 there. Let's do like a post-deck wrap up for the YouTube video here. Let's see. Again, for those that don't know, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. If you're joining me on Twitch now, go check out the YouTube channel. Post all the leagues there. This league will not be up tomorrow, but it'll be up the next day. Yeah, the deck honestly feels great. Again, I don't want to keep like, I'm not trying to like, you know, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. I'm not trying to be really like pompous here, but again, when a deck keeps winning, it feels like it's harder to tune because you don't know what's not working. Like everything seems to be working. I don't know what cards to change. Like everyone keeps suggesting and making good suggestions, like on YouTube and on Twitch. People are like, you know, suggesting Lava Dart and Augur, and these are good suggestions, but it's like people are saying Bolt main and like making all these like play Augur main and do all this other stuff, and it's like play 4 Blessing, and it's like these are all good suggestions. but it's so hard to make changes when I just like am barely losing with the deck. So just keep winning. Deck is great. I think I would just stick with this build here. Let's talk about the mana base for a second. Um, our mana's been a little rough, but that's to be expected with this archetype. Do we want one Ash Barrens? I don't think so. Never want to play it. Terramorphic and Evolving Wilds seem better. Do I want one more copy of Fjord? I don't know. The Spell Pierce could honestly go. That's kind of a flex slot. It's been fine, especially like keeps people honest, especially if they know my list and they know like they can look up my list if they know my name on Moto. It keeps people honest with the Spell Pierce too, and it can counter Edict effects, which Dispel and Apostle's Blessing can't do. So yeah, just run it back. Good wrap up for the deck, right? No changes, run it back. Mono 4 1s and 5 O's with the deck, I guess. Sweet. So for everyone on YouTube, peace. We'll see you next time.